Hello everyone, welcome to a video I wasn't really expecting to film, but today we are going to try and fix a rear window that got smashed on the smart car. Now this literally happened 2 hours ago, and honestly I wasn't quite as happy when it first happened. The reaction went more kind of like this. What the fuck? I just get back to my car, there's a piece of paper in the back and the back window smashed in. What the shit? Now, before you finish watching this video, I just want to say that everything in this video is very, very bodge job-like. I'd recommend going to a trained mechanic who knows what they're doing and getting the replacement parts. With that said, I am a trained mechanic, but I didn't really fancy spending £200 on a window, so let's continue watching and see what I do. Luckily, the person who smashed it left a note saying he'll be happy to pay for all of the damages, so luckily there are still some good people in the world, but it still means I have to fix this rear window, and I've got two options to go about it really. I can either find a replacement rear glass, or I can build my own, and I think you might know which one I'm going to try and do. It's not quite as warm as it was the other day. You now join me, it is Thursday I believe, so that incident happened on Monday. I have some plexiglass that will arrive with me in a few hours time, so we're going to prep the rear window ready for the plexiglass. So let me show you what I've got going on down here. So we've got 2 pieces of cardboard and we're going to make a template. This is the situation that I've been dealing with for the last few days. As you can see, I'm amazing with tape, and yeah, it's held up pretty well, and I was doing about 80 down the motorway with this. Cut that out. I was doing 70 down the motorways with this, and it was holding up just fine. So yeah, I've got to take this off, make sure I don't rip the paint off, and then I've got to prep this rear window. This is the head cam, so we shall see how this goes. Right, next thing to do is template. So I need to take the rear spoiler off so I can figure out where the curves are for the places I can stick the window. Say about that deep. So you get to, you know, destroy BMWs on the dual carriageways and get cool looks from people because you're going way faster than the smart car should be. And whilst we're cutting cardboard like children, I think I'll let you in on a little secret that I am planning on buying another MX-5 for the channel. So I'm just going to mark the cardboard, number 1, and I'm going to do a number 1 somewhere. And I'm just going to write up here, like that. So you just repeat this process until it's done, and I'll probably just skip to that point. Right, so you join me just before the battery dies. We've got our template cut out relatively well. At the end of the day, I am human, but as you can see, it touches all of the sills, it goes around exactly where. Right, so it is now the next day, and as you can hear in my voice, I am cold and I've just woken up. So, yeah, let's get this party started. So, the whole of yesterday I spent cutting and trimming around the plexiglass so it would fit the backing plate where the glass was normally, and as you can see I've just used some super strong sealant to stick it down to the plastic. So I'm now going to try and put it back together, and that's about it. We'll see how it goes, and you'll be along for the journey. So let's do this. So after a lot of fiddling, because someone had zip tied everything together previously, the window is now in, and it functions as it should. As you can see, the plexiglass needs a little bit of an adjustment, which is why I've got my heat gun, and I'm just going to massage the plastic down, and hopefully that's enough to do it. Although I did buy 5mm thick plexiglass, so I might be here for a while. So you know what, let's do a time lapse. I think that'd be good. Right, hopefully editing Lewis made that interesting. That was 4 minutes worth of time lapse. I have no idea how long it's actually taken. I'm gonna guess about an hour and a bit, I'd say, maybe. So it's not fully done yet. As you can see, it's still poking out a little bit here, but it is starting to take shape to the window. Halfway through that time lapse, I decided to bolt, as it was flexing enough, bolt the latch to the door so I could just literally heat it up and press it as I was going along. And that's kind of working quite well. So we're going to do that for another hour or so maybe. I might go out and run and grab another can of gas. What was I using? Here it is. Yeah, literally just a tiny propane gas torch. Has been working really well so far. So yeah, just heating up the plastic, letting it do its thing. And yeah, it's not looking too bad. It looks like a window. And that's all I really need. Right, so in that case, I will get back to you when it's done, or if I give up. Hopefully, future Lewis finishes it. Oh. God, who knew that we'd ever go from double concentrate to quadruple? Life has changed so much. And speaking of changing, I have a rear window in my car, and I'll be brutally honest, it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it works, and that's all I'm worried about. In a minute, I'm gonna pop outside into the freezing cold weather and show you a quick clip of the window. So, let's go outside and see the finished product. There we go, I've got my perpendicular parked smart car. It's a window, oh my God. No, in all seriousness, from the inside, it looks amazing. I couldn't be more happy with the inside because all of the imperfections are on the outside, and I'm going to just gently squeeze myself between the car and the wall to show you what it looks like. So in the end, to form it to the window, I did some pretty drastic blow torching to get it to fit, but I also added some sealant onto these two bolt holes so that water wouldn't get in. I did eventually just end up melting the sides and kind of pushing them round so water didn't get in, and yeah, it's all right. You can't quite get in there to steal anything, so it ticks off everything I need for a window. No one breaks in, no water gets in, and I can see through it relatively. So there we go, that is how you build a rear window for your smart car. Now before we finish off the video, I just want to say one thing. If you are going to do this yourself, the only thing I would change personally is the thickness of the plexiglass. I really wish I went for a 3mm instead of a 5mm, just because it was next to impossible to work with the heat gun. So thank you for watching the oh, Jesus Christ. So thank you for watching this video. If you love watching kind of dumb car stuff, then if you want to see more of that, subscribe to the channel and leave a like on this video if you can appreciate the hard craftsmanship that has gone into making a rear window. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.